Welcome to the replay. Today is July 9th and we are gonna hopefully finish Summer's journal for real today. We got so close to finishing all of her weekly spreads on live yesterday, but we still got the yearly ones left. So that's what I'm hoping to do today is put the finishing touches onto these weekly spreads right here and then get to her yearly spreads. Hey Kaylee, man, you got here quick. I just started up. Okay. Trying to think what I should do over here. I'm wondering if I should maybe do the flowers on the lettering. I know we haven't really done that in this theme yet, but we've got a few of the like kind of bouncy, juicy calligraphy months back to back. So to make it a little bit different, and since there are flowers included in this theme, I'm thinking I might do flower lettering, or just like white gel pen flowers on there. And then I haven't even looked at what Summer wants for her yearly spreads since I first took her order, so I should probably look at that because that's our next step after this. Okay. Future log, year at a glance. Ugh, gotta draw all those calendars. Year in pixels, health tracker, monthly highlights, book tracker. And then she was thinking some kind of maybe Dutch door involved in that. So yeah, we will have to finish this and then come up with a theme for her yearly spreads. I like to do a pretty like generic, like, I don't know, pretty basic theme for yearly spreads instead of choosing like, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it, but hey you guys, thank you so much for joining. I am just gonna be doing some flower lettering or just like white gel pen flowers and dots and stuff on the letters just to make them a little bit different from some of the other like, because we've been doing quite a bit of this sort of big calligraphy style lately. So I thought that since there are flowers included in this theme, maybe this would be a good way to differentiate these weekly spreads a little bit from some of the others. And then after that, I'm going to be done with this theme, the last theme in this journal, but we do still need to do her yearly spreads. So we'll have to come up with a cute and just like very basic theme for the yearly spreads. I often will just do like, you know, leaves or like confetti type squiggles, you know, not like a beach or cabin sort of theme, you know? I'm having a hard time describing what I mean. I'm just focused on my drawing here, but I think you guys probably get it. So we'll decide on a theme and get going with the yearly spreads. I haven't done lettering like this in ages, and then doing Brooklyn's custom name page and then Dawn's too reminded me like, oh yeah, I can draw whatever I want on these letters, and that makes it just a little special. Yeah, doing this kind of lettering for like a wintry month and then pairing it with like little snowflakes and sparkles and stuff, or like a galaxy theme and having like little stars and stuff. Super cute. I feel like it's kind of hard to see when it's down there, but that's how it's going so far. And if you guys have any ideas for the yearly theme, feel free to drop those in the comments, and then we'll do a poll as soon as I'm done these weeklies. I mean, I have to do this on all 4 weeks, and it is a little bit tedious. Drawing with white gel pen does take a little bit longer because I often have to like double coat things, but shouldn't take too long to get through this. some of the things that I know that Summer likes that we could consider like working into her yearly spreads. I know that she likes retro and vintage type things. I also know that she likes like book and library sort of designs. So we could bring some of those elements into her yearly spreads. I'm so close, Anderson. These are the last weekly spreads. All I'm doing is the lettering here, and then we're gonna call this one done. And then we've got the yearly spreads to do, which we need to decide on a theme to use for her yearly spreads. But yeah, I was just saying, feel free to leave me your ideas for yearly spread themes. Some things that I know that she likes. Vintage and retro, books. She has a camera collection or something. That's why we did the Polaroid camera theme. Lots of things that we've already kind of like worked into the journal, but we could like just use them in a different way if we wanted to. I am back and you're back too. Welcome here. We got so close to finishing this journal yesterday. This is what we're doing to the letters for this month. Just adding some flowers to go with our little cottage and florals theme. Oh, thank you. I don't really attempt to like blend them ever. I don't know. I'm sure you could, but it's not nearly as easy to do with like water-based markers as it is with alcohol markers. So I just kind of embrace the messy sort of transition part. Oh, hey, Paige. Okay, what are you doing for the hair today? You've been trying more protective styles lately? Oh, thank you, Mia. Let me give you a little bit of a close-up. That's going to be the final detail, I think. I'm going to leave the rest a little bit more plain for this weekly spread and move on to her yearly spreads, and then we are done. Aw, right, he's not feeling well. Is he doing any better today? My son has like just the fairest, thinnest hair ever. But even if he did have like natural textured hair, his hair, like, he's almost 3 and his hair is like this long. Like he is nowhere near needing a haircut except for the like little tufts that stick out right over his ears. Those could use a trim, but he has so little hair. It's laughable. but he gets that from me. I did not have a lot of hair as a kid. My husband did. He had the most like 90s perfect bowl cut because he just had such dense hair that just like fell in a perfect little mushroom cap right on top of his eyebrows. But yeah, not me. Oh man, I would love to show you guys a picture that I have of my husband as a kid. It's just like, it's the perfect little 90s toddler picture. It's so funny. So I was talking about this just a second ago, but for those of you guys who are just joining, we're almost done these weekly spreads, which are the last ones. So after that, we're going to be doing summer's yearly spreads at the start of the journal. So I could use your guys' help. If you have any ideas for the yearly theme, let me know. I like to choose a pretty like kind of neutral theme for the yearly spreads, you know, something really basic like confetti, leaves, like, you know, because it's not going to get a lot of airtime. It's not like we're doing I don't know. It's hard to describe, but something fairly basic. And some things that I know about Summer is I know that she likes like vintage things, retro things, books, cameras. She's got a dog. Those are some of the like little snippets that I've gathered from her for like her personalization form and stuff. So not that we like need to use those, but just as we're thinking about a yearly theme, something pretty minimal that fits with summer. We didn't do a mushroom theme yet. We did do a Polaroid camera theme in November. And one of our doodles in that theme was actually a mushroom. So we have kind of touched on both of those ideas, but yeah, we could though do more of a where am I going? I'm going to January. Oh yeah, so she saw Patty's pegboard theme, which is different than this one, and said that she loved it. So we did this one in place, but like we could do more of like a pegboard style theme where the emphasis is a little bit more on the Polaroid pictures rather than just on like the pegboard part itself, you know, so we could kind of combine those things. But yeah, we've got options. RLT, yes. This is a hand-drawn journal that was ordered by my customer Summer. So it's a 12-month bullet journal, basically just building like a planner that has designs that she likes and meets all of her needs. And this is the last month in here, and then we're going to do her yearly spreads. And tomorrow will be content creation day with this thing. I'm going to film some reels, take some pictures, film the flip through for my YouTube channel, and then mail it off on Friday. That is the schedule for this journal. Oh, thank you so much. Do you journal? Oh, Alyssa, I saw your DM. So I do have an order right after this one for Janelle that will be starting. And honestly, I might take a little break before I start Janelle's just to try to get my feet under me a little bit more with moving to the new house and my pre-made bullet journal that I'm working on. I feel like I was in kind of a time crunch with this one for summer to like get it done for her so that she can use it in August, you know, because August is actually so close. It completely snuck up on me with the move. So I've been really trying to power through this one this week, and I think I might just kind of like chill out a little bit before I dive straight into Janelle's bullet journal, just to catch up in some other areas of my life. But yeah, so I do have my next order locked in. That one's for Janelle. And it's a 12-month journal for 2026. So no time crunch on that one, but it will take long because it's a 12-month, just like this one was. And then, yeah, after that, I will open a spot. So it's so hard for me to say exactly when that's going to be because we've got my family coming out for like 10 days and then my husband's family coming out for a few days. So like there will be some holidays and some gaps in there, but sometime in August is when I'll open up my next spot. Alyssa, yeah, I totally can. That's what I've ended up doing the past few days, which is really fun for me. I've got a whole stack of custom name pages here that need to get mailed out. Hey, Brittany. Oh yeah, Alyssa, you totally should. I know I say this all the time, but like bullet journaling really doesn't need to be that complicated. I know lots of people are intimidated to start, or, you know, if I start, I'm not going to keep going. I've tried this before, but you really just like, the key is finding out what you need your bullet journal to be for you so that you can make it that and only that, so that it won't like overwhelm you at first. And yeah, you can just join me here for like tutorials and stuff. It's not that hard. You can do it. Thank you guys for the likes. There. Sprinkle some on the J connector. All right, that is the last one. So we've got our little floral lettering, oops, sorry, and our notes area. That's gonna be it for these weekly spreads. So we are officially done with all the months of the year. I'm gonna give you guys a flip through for those of you who are new, but I would love to hear some theme ideas from you guys for her yearly spreads. So this is a 12-month bullet journal for summer. The only thing missing is the yearly spreads, and that's what I want to do today. So for the yearly spreads, I try to pick a pretty like chill theme that's mostly just like kind of key colors and a font with like a few small doodles that I can sprinkle in places. Most yearly spreads don't have like any big spots available because they're packed full of like information like calendars and trackers and stuff. So something pretty minimal. And things that I know about Summer is I know that she likes like retro and vintage things. I know she likes books. I know she likes cameras. She likes dogs. So we could include some of those things. So yeah, that's just a little bit to get you guys started. I'm gonna give a flip through, and if you guys have any ideas for the yearly spread theme, drop those in the comments. And if not, of course, I will just head over to Pinterest and we'll find something together. Pegboard with Polaroids. Yeah, that could work. That's kind of my backup plan. If we don't come up with something else together that we like, then I'll just default to doing something like that. Oh, the book. Did I do books in Patty's journal? I'm trying to think if I did any books in Patty's journal, or if that would have been way back in Alyssa's journal already. Because I know I didn't do any for Janelle. So for September, we did this little Daisy theme. She's got a dog named Daisy, so we've got that in there. Yeah, so for Alyssa's, I did a book tracker. Yeah. I don't think I did anything like that in Patty's, so that would have been my most recent book-related spread. For October, Summer requested this little globe theme with paper airplanes, and every month has all the pages and elements that she requested. So title page, brain dump, 2-page calendar with a note section, habit tracker, water tracker, finance tracker, and then the weekly spreads. Aw, nice page. That's been a while already. November, we did this retro Polaroid camera theme. And these are the weekly spreads, which are the same layout that we just used for July. December is this little gingerbread theme. We've got our brain dump, title page, calendar, trackers, and these are the weekly spreads that we did for December. Then for January, we did this cozy little pegboard style theme. Here are the weeklies. For February, we did this little love letter theme. Here are the weeklies for February. Oh, thanks, Brittany. Mushroom or forest. Yeah, that's cute. March, we did this succulent and cactus sort of theme. And then April was birthday month for her, so she requested a funfetti birthday cake theme. And then for May, we did this fruit smoothie theme. And then for June, we did breakfast at Tiffany's as our theme. And now what we just finished today was July. So July is this little cottage and flower theme. So we've got our usual monthly pages. And then this is the weekly layout that we did for July. And we just finished the flowery lettering here. And that brings us to the end, crazy, of all 12 months. So let's decide on a yearly theme. I'm gonna go to my bullet journal board on Pinterest for a sec. I know I don't want to linger there too long because I feel like it sometimes can get a little boring if we're on Pinterest too long, but just looking for a theme idea. I can't really see your comments very well, although I guess if I move my phone a little bit, I can see part of, well, I think you said that full spread sold through. Oh, so Stevie, custom orders like this, I only open one spot at a time because it takes me like a month to finish one. And I've sold my next order already that I'm going to work on for like the next month, starting next week. So I'll be opening up one order again in August. And I usually recommend ordering minimum 2, but more wisely 3 months in advance. So that next order would be starting like October, November, December, or just starting 2026. Like the one that I'm going to start working on next week is a 2026 planner. So you could order for starting anytime as long as it's at least 3 months after, but there will only be one spot opening sometime in August. And I always do update that kind of stuff on Instagram. Okay, I'm looking for something simple and just kind of basic and cute for yearly spreads. I like this, like clouds and sparkles. Very simple idea with like that little pegboard style grid. Kind of like the idea of doing something like this for like the yearly title page and then bringing in just like some of these little elements as the doodles, you know, like little flowers, little leaves. I can't wait to do the sardine theme. I'm thinking something like this for the title page. One of these like sardine tins kind of ideas. And like, look at the, oh, where did they go? How cute are those little guys for like the doodles? I'm going to do that for either August or September in the pre-made journals. It's locked in. Okay, what else could we use for yearly theme? Like paper airplanes and little like letters. I feel like that's pretty basic. We could use that. Okay, yeah, and then this is what I mean by just like some kind of confetti theme. Just like, why can't I zoom in on this one? Something like that. Okay, I'm gonna just like zip a little bit further and look for a moment more, and then we'll choose one. I don't want to do anything like scrapbooky because I haven't unpacked that kind of stuff yet. Okay, well, I feel like we've got some decent options to use. Yeah, I'm not really getting much more over here. Oh, I'll screenshot this just in case we want to do that kind of thing. Okay, let me go back into TikTok and see if you guys have been saying anything. Okay, that'll be fun. Yeah, the sardine thing. I'm excited for that one. Yes, try it in your journal, Alex. I feel like it won't be that hard. Like the fish will be very easy because you can just go in with color and just draw a fish-shaped blob and then use white gel pen and do designs on top and it will look very cute. Checkerboard, yeah. I like that. I wonder if taking a few months. Yeah, maybe Stevie. Doing them every month, yeah. I always feel silly saying some usernames. Smoochy Boochies. Right now I'm leaving 1 page blank per month, but there is also a memories page. So there's a memories page and there's a blank page with just like a themed border that you can fill in with whatever you want. So it could be a second memory page sort of thing for you. Okay, let's take a look at these pictures that I just saved, and maybe we'll do a poll. I know I've seen Alex and Paige. Would one of you guys be willing to set up a poll for us? Let me think here. I'm trying to think if there's one I should remove. Maybe this one. We already did a love letters theme. Okay, Alex has got it. Okay, perfect. So you can do maybe a 2-minute poll, and you can start it right away so that as I'm explaining, if people are like, yes, I want that one, we can do that one. So some of the yearly pages that we need to include are like a future log, year at a glance, some trackers. So there's not going to be a ton of space for doodles on each page. They're very functional pages. So I'm looking for something that has nice, small, repeatable doodles. We'll do 4 options. So this is option 1 here. I like the clouds, I like the sparkles, and I feel like having this as like a heading option, just kind of the little like sheet of paper, we could bring in the grid. There's a lot of like small elements in this theme that make a good yearly theme, you know? So that's option 1, something like this. We would bring in more color, like choose a different color or something, but option 2 is to do something more like this for the title page for like, summer's journal. I'm not sure what to do for the title page because it's not just 2025, but it's not just 2026. But anyways, something like this for the title page, and then take some of these smaller elements like the flowers, the leaves, other types of flowers, and use those as our small recurring doodles throughout the yearly spreads. That was option 2, sorry. Option 3 is to do a confetti theme. I would switch up the font and stuff to not copy this type of thing exactly, but just like cute little squiggle confettis, little like stars and sparkles. Again, just a very easy little doodle to sprinkle throughout some very full yearly spreads. That was option 3. And then option 4 is going to be the Polaroid picture kind of option. So we would do something like this for the title. We have already done a pegboard theme in here. That's the only reason I would hesitate to do this type of thing, but I know that she likes the pegboard themes because she saw Patty's, she really liked it, she wanted one too. So we've already got one in here, so this one we would make a little bit different with more focus on like bigger Polaroid pictures or something. So anyways, that is option 4. So those are the 4 options. Option 1, something like this with, I like the little paper heading style. I like the small doodles for like clouds, a recurring pattern that we can use, and some sparkles. This is by Doodaloo, Louise on Instagram. I love her stuff. This one is option 2, a little bit of like a mural sort of thing like this for the title page, and then use some of these little like flower and leaf doodles as our smaller recurring doodles throughout the spreads. Option 3, okay, poll's done. Oh, option 2. All right, 0% voted for option 4. I was not expecting that. I feel like I very rarely get a 0%. Let me open up TikTok again and get this set up. All right, option 2 then. So what did you guys think about the color palette in the picture? Should we do something similar to that? I'm gonna put away all these old markers, although I'm gonna keep out some of them that I kind of want to use for this theme. You liked that sort of color palette? Thank you guys for all the likes. I see those and TikTok keeps notifying like, this live got however many likes in the last 5 minutes. Thank you guys. You like the colors? So I'll try to match the colors pretty much as well as I can. I'm not gonna have an exact match for everything, but we'll see what we can get. Okay, so I need a darker green, a bit of a lighter green, which, give me a sec. My son was playing with my super tips in the other room, so I'm gonna go grab those to find a lighter green that I can use. Nope, I just had to get this marker bag. Okay. Darker green. Lighter green. Hey Hanal, how are ya? I'm gonna swatch some of these colors too. I'm just trying to gather as many as I can. Hey Jill. How's it going, you guys? Okay, what am I missing? A pink, sort of peach, but I feel like peach is one color that I'm really lacking right now. I don't have a good, like, more muted peach like that. My peaches are so vibrant, all the peach colors that I have. Okay, let's swatch these colors and see how we do. So let me show you guys the theme that we're using. So we're gonna do something kind of like this for the title page for her yearly spreads. And we like the color palette, so I'm gonna swatch. Here, let me take this off of night shift. Will I like the color palette as much then? Okay. I'm gonna swatch some colors and try to find matches as close as I can. So I'm thinking this green for like the darker green over here. That will be our first color. And then for the lighter green that comes in at the border, how does this one pair? I feel like they work. We'll see. That's one that I might revisit. I also have this one, but this one's gonna be too light. Okay, for the red, I brought in this Crayola that we love. We use this one quite a bit. I feel like it matches that really well. For the yellow, these flowers, I was thinking just using the same yellow that we just used. The blue, I was thinking that. And then for the peach, that is where I think we're gonna struggle a bit, because like that is so vibrant. I don't really want it to be that like orangey, but my next best option is just like straight up pink. I don't really have a good peach. Oop, got rid of it altogether. I think I might actually go with the pink in place of the peach. And then for the background, so there's a tan sort of color, which, yeah, that looks pretty good. And then there's also a light yellow, which I think I'll do that. Okay, that's a lot of colors. I got rid of this one because I feel like it doesn't really match. So yeah, that will be kind of our color palette. I'm not gonna take votes on all those colors because that would take a million years, and I feel like we got close enough matches. Just let me get my iPad set back up here, and then we will get going. Hey, Crystal. All right, let me go to the beginning here and pull up my reference photo. So I'm not 100% sure what to title the journal. I might just title it Summer's Journal. Okay, cadence for the yearly. For the title page, we're gonna do this type of thing. And then we're gonna use these like smaller flowers and leaves as the recurring doodles for the rest of the yearly spread. or the yearly pages. All right, so I'm just going to space out here what I want. Okay, sorry guys, just counting dots. Midsummer's Design Bujo. Thank you guys for all the likes. Man, I love some of the colors of these zebra mild liners, but I just they're so inefficient for coloring. Like the chisel tip is brutal and the fine tip just takes a million years, but we made it through. Crystal, we just finished it on live today. So we were mostly done after yesterday's live. All that I did today, I can show you. All that I did today was add the little flowers to the letters. The rest we did yesterday. So now we are officially done all of the weekly and monthly spreads for this journal. And after these yearly spreads, we are done. Thank you. I can cadence if that's what someone requests. I don't think that was one of Summer's spreads, but I don't really remember. But yeah, I just do whatever yearly spreads you request. Okay, let's do some. Yes, I'm early again. Little blue flowers in the corners here. Yes, I totally can, Lauren. We didn't cover a ton of ground yesterday, or so far today, because I was mostly packing orders. But so yesterday we finished July, well, almost finished July. Today we put on the finishing touch, which was just the flowers on the letters. But everything else we finished yesterday. And now we're doing yearlies. All right, and then going up and down the sides were these little pink flowers. Oh yeah, sorry, current theme. We're doing this like, we're making the yearly title for Summer's journal. So we're doing this sort of thing. And then we'll use those little flowers as kind of like the recurring doodles throughout this theme of the yearly spreads. So yeah, it's not like a normal theme. Thank you. Okay, I think I'm just gonna leave it at that actually for now. And then I've got to write the title in here, which will be Laura. Just finished your work meeting? Okay, so for yearly spreads, this is gonna be the title page, and then let me tell you guys what her other yearly spreads are because I don't actually remember. Where's that tab on my iPad? Here we go. Okay, so yearly spreads. A future log, a year at a glance, year in pixels, health tracker, monthly highlights, book tracker. So we've got a lot ahead of us, and I'm wondering, I might use the yellow to write the title. And now I need to make sure that I spell her name right, because it's not summer like the season. It's Somer, but I'm gonna go to Etsy and double check the spelling because obviously that would be the worst if I finished her whole journal and then spelled her name wrong. I mean, we could cover it, but yes, Somer. Okay. So let's do SOMER. 25 to 26. Just gonna add some little because I didn't quite fill that box. Add those. Okay, I think that's good. Finished detangling. Yikes. Thank you, Robin. All right, so this will be Summer's title page. Now, going to Etsy made me lose my tab that had her yearly spreads open. Okay, here we go. Let me count these pages here. So we need a future log, which is gonna be a 2-page spread. Year in pixels and health tracker go together nicely. Monthly highlights is gonna be another 2-page. And then we have year at a glance. Oh, okay, I'm gonna put those at the end. I must have miscounted. That's a bit embarrassing. Oh no, okay, this is what I was thinking. She wants a tape-in calendar. I was a bit confused what she meant, but I'm pretty sure that's what she said. So let's start with her future log here and use these kind of little doodles and color scheme to make the future log. We are going to do a 2-page future log so that she has plenty of room to write for every month. Let me just think about how I want to divide the page here. I think I want to do like a heading box, kind of like this border here for the heading on the page. And then I might just, yeah, I think I know what I want to do. So let's do a heading box like that. So let's see, how big do I want to make this? That should be good, I think. I didn't actually use the ruler for the line, I just counted spaces. But I was close. It was hovering. It was hovering over my page. Oh, Crystal, you're from years ago? Thanks for finding me again. Yeah, I haven't been active on YouTube very much lately, just seasonal life stuff, but no, I almost used the ruler, but you can tell by the line that I did not actually use the ruler. I just wanted to make sure I was 5 centimeters from the spine on both sides. But yeah, that was pretty close. I did use a ruler for all of January in this journal though, because we did that pegboard theme. I felt like it just needed it. Oh, Crystal, that's how you found the replays. Nice. Yeah, I never know because I think most of my TikTok audience these days is like new, just found me on TikTok. But every once in a while I do get someone who's like, oh my goodness, I used to watch you like during the pandemic. Because that's when I was active on YouTube. Okay. Your job is getting annoying. That's funny, Austin. We're doing the yearly spreads now. So summer's 2025 and 2026 journal. This is going to be the future log page here. I'm just going to write future log on the heading and then start drawing in the boxes. Yeah. It's hard to really say what the theme is. We just chose a picture like this from Pinterest and decided to kind of run with it. So we basically just chose our title page and then we're going to use some of these little elements, the little flowers, leaves, borders, that kind of stuff for the rest of the pages here. So not like a super established theme, but this is what we're going with. Okay, and then I was thinking for the boxes for the months. Let me think here. Thanks, Jill. I'm just gonna mark the center of the page starting up here. Yeah, so 7.5 from here. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this light color to do some boxes, and they've got to be 8 long, 2, 4, 6, 8, or 8 wide, I guess, with a 1 dot gap. I hate when my own hand gets in the way of my counting. There we go. I might decide to do these in color yet if it looks too light, but we'll see. Okay, let me show you what I'm gonna do so you can see the vision here. I'm gonna do a little circle on each one in a different like color from this color palette. Hey Quartz, we are working on the yearly spreads in Summer's bullet journal. And then I was thinking I would write like O1 up there, and then maybe like Jan underneath in calligraphy. That's my vision. I'm wondering though if I should do these lines darker, like either a brown or like kind of cycling through the colors as well, like not the matching color with the dots. Oh, you're so right, Shanna. It does start in August. I don't know if that matters. What do you guys think? I've done it both ways in customs. I've done it where I just go the months in order or where I do it in the order of the journal. I don't really have a rule for that. Second layer of the color, like I'm thinking a different color paired with that, like yellow with this. Okay. Let's do that then instead of drawing all of these in. You think a darker color? Okay, sounds good. Let me get my colors that I want to use then. Okay, Ash, so I'm not the only one. Brown, you think? Tricky. Something brown, something another color. I could see brown looking nice. Colors. Let me think here. Hard decision. Okay. The color palette is this. So we've got a blue, a pink, a red, yellow, 2 greens. A shadow of the same. So when you guys say shadow of the same palette, do you mean like using a different color from this palette to do the box with a drop shadow? I don't think I have lighter versions of everything, Eve. That's the problem. Like I don't have a lighter red, you know? It would just look pink. But I get what you're saying. I'm gonna just keep drawing all of like the corners of the boxes to put them in the right place, and then I can use whatever color we decide, but okay, this marker is struggling. It's on its way out. Yeah, Lauren, I just, like, I don't have a lighter red, you know, that's just pink. I don't have lighter of everything worked into this theme. You know what I mean? I could do pair the pink with that. Like we do have a pink involved, I guess. Is that what you mean? Page, yes. Oh, guys. I'm gonna do the other green and the pink. It could be the same color. I just, that wasn't really the picture that I was going for. I think I'm gonna do brown. Oh, let's do nothing. Oh, guys, I'm gonna do brown just because I decided. Being spontaneous. Wow, beautiful. Perfect. I'm just kidding. I'm just hyping myself up for making a decision. I don't think I'm going to do a drop shadow on these boxes just because they're so close together. You know, I like to have at least 2 dot spaces in between if I'm going to do a drop shadow. And on a future log, I don't have room for 2 dot spaces in between. So I'm just going to roll with it like this. I feel like any of the combos that we were discussing would have looked good. Like the color, the light kind of beige that I was using before. There wasn't really like a wrong answer. But I do really love this brown color. Like this brown with this green. It's perfect. Prepping to go to some concerts. I get your reference, Cadence. Tangled is like my fave. A different emo band. Oh girl, I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Emo band alone as a theme for me, I would just be like a deer in the headlights. I would figure out something to draw, but like every month a different emo band. That would be intense. You would help me. I can't even name an emo band, so I would be pretty lost. Oh, I've heard the name All Time Low, but like I couldn't tell you any song that they sing. You guys, I'm actually really not good with music. Like, it's not that I don't like music. I just don't ever really listen to it. The only music that I really listen to is like worship music in the car. But I always enjoy, like, my husband, well, I think he has good taste in music. I also have a low bar, but I think he has good taste in music. We always listen to like fun stuff for our date nights, like the Bee Gees and some Steely Dan and stuff like that. But like before marrying him, I didn't even recognize any of those songs. Like I'm really bad with music. I know, Paige, it's perfect for in the car. And that's like the only time I think to turn on music. Like, it's not that I don't like music, but I do get very easily kind of like I don't know if overstimulated is the word. I never really use that word for myself because I feel like some people overuse it in my life. I'm like, no, stop saying that. But I feel like maybe it is the right word. Like when there's too many sounds coming in and I'm trying to focus, I just like cannot. So I am not the type of person who could ever like study with music or like anything like that. Even just doing this kind of work, like if it were just me in here, I would not have music. I would have it quiet. Oh yes, I can totally show you the cabin page. This is the same book. Blue Noser, yes, I basically grew up under a rock. Just kidding, but I did grow up rural and like quite sheltered, I would say. I can own that. This one is almost done, Candy Pie. We did all the months, we're just doing the yearly spreads. Totally, Sarah. I can do a flip through. Let me just write in these numbers and then I'll show you the rest of the cottage theme lane like you were talking about. Because that's what we worked on yesterday and today. I'm gonna write the months in, but let me show you. July was that cottage theme. So this is the title page for July. Title, brain dump, calendar with our notes box, trackers, and then these are the weekly spreads. So we did these yesterday, and then just today I did the finishing touch, which was the little white flowers on the letters. That is where we're at. All right, let me finish writing in. Sorry, my head's gonna be really close to the page. It's the smaller the calligraphy, the more I feel like I just need to hover. So just give me a sec. Can you see anything at all? Oh, just my hair. Okay, can I do this in a better way that you can still see? That was a bit better. Oh, thanks, Linda. Green face emoji. I will have one more order available in August sometime. Whoops, the 12 looks like it got a little smushed. Told him you were working your juicy writing. Nice. Aw, thanks, Paige. Lauren, I do announce it as ahead of time as I know, which is usually like a few days to a week ahead of time. And I'll set like a timer in my Instagram stories. It will go live at exactly that time, so you can set a timer for yourself. So it's not like a total surprise, but it is kind of like, yeah, it's first come, first serve. There's only one spot and I don't do a wait list. So it is a bit of a battle sometimes, but other times it goes like, you know, it takes a while for the sale. Okay, I'm trying to sip my tea without getting condensation all over my workspace. I feel like I need to add a few of these little guys around the sides. I might just do a little bit of the green leaves, and then I'll sprinkle some of the flowers around as well. You're ready to fight. Aw. Coming up with your theme ideas. Fun. I wish I could open up more slots, honestly. Because I I mean, the annoying thing about being a like small business owner is that like, you know, you have to do everything. So like all the social media stuff, which I don't really enjoy, you know, like filming content and posting it and editing and all that stuff. Like none of that stuff really comes naturally to me or is that enjoyable, but that just kind of is the reality of being a small business owner, is that the majority of my time is spent on that kind of stuff and not on the fun stuff like this. If I could do just custom journals and nothing else, I would, but I just can't really do that. Actually, let's do... All right, let's call that good. Paige, do you know what you would do? Like what kind of niche you would do? You know, it is fun, but it's just, it would be nice if I could like choose one or the other, you know, like just the artsy side or just the content creation side. Because when it does come to content creation, like, guys, so many more ideas than what I'm actually able to use just because of how many things I need to split my time between. But the content creation side isn't all that bad. It just, I feel like I have to rush through it so much that I can't. Okay, if she calls one more time, I might need to pick it up. Rita, if this starts doing well enough that I can afford to pay help, I absolutely will. But I took kind of a 3-year break from this, so it's getting back up there, but I'm definitely not at a point right now where I can afford an assistant of any type. Oh yeah, Paige, totally. Okay, what am I working on here? Year in pixels and a health tracker. Okay, let's do it. Starting right here. Oh, if it's buffering, it's probably because I was getting a FaceTime that I had to decline. I know it did that last time I started getting a call. Is it buffering for everyone else too? Yeah, sorry. I don't know why that happens when I get a call, but it's working now. Okay, it was my sister. She was just wanting to FaceTime today, but I didn't give her a time. So I will get back to her. Yeah, I have a call waiting. All right, so January, February. Oh, wait, but we're starting this in August. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Okay. do a second coat on there. Okay, moving on to the next side here. How did I space this? Oh yeah, so 15, 16, done, right? That's where I started it? Yeah. Let's do that. So this is gonna be her year in pixels and her health tracker. Oh, 30. Yeah, I've heard that one. I just remember though. I don't know. I used to always do the counting on your knuckles thing. Have you guys seen that one? Like January has 31 days. February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And that's where it ends, obviously. But that's what I used to do to remember. All right, 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, so we're starting with August. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Okay, let me think about how I want to do the titles here. There's not a ton of room for the titles on these pages, and we need to do a key beside, but then we'll have some open space down below here. So I'm just gonna kind of choose a color to do the letters up at the top, and I'm gonna, or should I cycle? I could. August, September, October, November. But maybe I'll just cycle through 3 to make it not quite so overwhelming. September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Okay. December, March, June. December, June. Yes, how these pages work and what they mean, totally. January, April, July. Okay, so these pages, they'll probably make more sense once I do the key, but the key here for this one's going to be year in pixels, and this one's going to be a year-long health tracker. So for the year in pixels, the key could be, there's a bunch of different ones. I used to have a default key that I use, but I forget it. So I might just go on Pinterest and look for a key. But anyways, it could be like great day, happy day, meh day, sick day, angry, whatever, you know, like a bunch of different options for how that day was. And then every day of the year, you color it with the color that matches from the key. So it's just like a rate my day sort of thing, which is what I have in my digital bullet journals. It's called Rate My Day, but on my old Google form, It's year in pixels. And then this one is the same thing, but for your health. So what I used to do with mine is I would track using colors. I would track like different symptoms like, you know, headache, fatigue, whatever, anxiety. Some people do an anxiety tracker. And then with a pen over top, I would track like any medications that I took in response to that. So I might have like a pink day was a headache, and then like diagonal lines across was like Tylenol or something, you know, like, so you can track your health on a full year scale with this, and just kind of how the year went with this. You can do like basically any kind of year-long tracker. Like you could do your sleep and have the options be like 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, you know, or like how many cups of water you're drinking, what the weather is like. You can choose anything to track on a yearly scale like this, but those are two of the more common ones that I have on my little Google form that people can choose from. I think maybe I'll put the key in a box, and then maybe put a few flowers under here, and then just some like bigger calligraphy for the title. I feel like that could be nice. So let's do it. Oh, was it buffering? Sorry, did you catch that explanation, or do you want me to say it again? I wasn't getting any calls this time, so I'm not sure why that would be. Good for you? Yeah, it's good on my iPad too. It's not buffering. So I would love to hear from you guys actually. Would you, I know I thought of that, well, somebody else thought of that in the comments, Linda, but at that point I had already written in January, so I was like, it's still all the same months. And honestly, when you get a custom like pre-made journal like this, personally, I don't really think there's a need for a future log, you know, because I use my future log to plan something for like November, because I haven't yet set up November in my bullet journal. You know, like she really doesn't have much need to go write something into her future log for November, because she can just flip to November and write it right here, you know? So I'm not too stressed about the future log. When everything is like pre-made like this, it's not as necessary as when it's not pre-made. So I'm sure she'll still use it for something, but it's not as much of a necessity. Where am I? Yearly spreads, right here. What is the box with the letters? Oh, the tracker. That is a tracker for her. It's going to be her year in pixels tracker. So yeah, future log is like one of the most necessary pages for me, like in my own journal. But yeah, only because I don't have all of my months set up in advance. So I'll put things in the future log kind of until I have that month ready, and then I'll move it into the monthly calendar for more like specific planning. So I love a future log in my bullet journal, but in this situation, it's probably not going to be as heavily used as mine would be. That's what I was going to ask Rita is, if you guys were getting a journal like this, would you like to put your own options in the key to make it like totally fit with you, or would you rather it come with options? Because I never put options in for the health key, because usually people who choose a health tracker, you know, have more specific things they want to monitor. Whereas with Year in Pixels, I just have a default key, or I don't remember what it was. So I'll go find one on Pinterest, but I just had a default key and I would just write it in. Oh, you would want to do your own? Blank and fill in your own? Okay. Well, maybe I won't put anything in hers then. Blank, blank, blank. Okay. Well, that makes my job easier, so I won't complain. Let me write key. Yeah, one for the weather is fun. It's not like something that's super necessary to track, but it just looks kind of cute. I was gonna draw boxes, but should I leave the whole thing empty so that she could like categorize them if she wants to? Maybe I should. Okay, I'm not totally sure what I'm gonna do down here, but I am gonna go ahead and just do the titles in calligraphy that matches the theme. So actually, I feel like this might look good with oh, the temperature blanket. I have a friend who does one of those. I feel like this theme would kind of look good with a little like kind of chill banner, not like a super, I don't know. What's the word I'm looking for? Super like structured banner, but just like kind of a flowy banner. In Arizona, you don't have weather. Nice. Faye, we are working on the yearly spreads for summer's bullet journal. Getting very, very close to the end of this one. So yeah, my goal is to finish it today. And if I don't quite get there on live, I would maybe just sneak a page on my own or something, because I want tomorrow to be a day where I can just like capture a bit of content with this journal, and then I really want to mail it out Friday. I don't want to, although will they even move it on Friday, or will it just sit in the post box till the weekend anyways? That's a good question. Multiple seasons in a day. Yeah, I get that, Linda. I am from Canada, and we definitely get the same here sometimes. Should move a little on Saturday. Yeah, like it's just Canada Post. It's not like UPS or something. So I don't know if Canada Post moves things on the weekend, but I'm going to use the same black calligraphy that I used here for those headings to do year. And pixels, and then this is her health tracker. So I'll write that as well. Okay. Yeah, UPS I know does on the weekends, but I kind of think the Canada Post doesn't. I think they are pretty locked into their 8 to 4:30 or whatever their hours are. Oh, USPS. I thought you said UPS. Yeah, Canada Post might be a little bit behind USPS, I guess. I'm just gonna do one of the pink flowers from that little sort of mosaic type thing that we did on the first page. Okay, just a little design, something like that. And then we will move on to the next page. Sorting transit between, oh, okay. Well, thank you, Helen. That is good to know. Because yeah, I feel like, so she's going to start this journal in August, and normally I would be totally comfortable with sending it off next week, but recently Betty and Brittany had issues with customs just holding on to their journal for like an extra week or two. And that's like, whatever, it's annoying, but it's fine if it's just an empty journal. But for a dated journal that starts in August, I don't want her to have to wait as well. I am really loving how these yearly spreads are turning out. Okay, next one here we have, let me see. Okay, we've got her monthly highlights, which we're gonna set up the same as her future log, I think, because it needs to fit all 12 months. Although maybe, I'm wondering if I should give even more space and not really have like much of a heading for it so that she can fit like paste in a picture or something. Oh, Vanessa, paper airplanes, cute. That's a fun one. Okay, so we're about to do a monthly memories page, which, oh, I'm gonna have to go soon. We need to go pick up a dishwasher. So we're going to a furniture store, and my mom is gonna be here in like 10 minutes to watch the boys when they get up from their naps. So this is my thought though. I was thinking instead of doing this where I like outline everything and have to leave gaps and a big gap for the heading, of rather just doing, because we need to fit all 12 months just like we did here. But there's space to write some memories, but I'm thinking instead I might just draw like a line down the middle, lines, like 2 lines here so that each page is divided into 6, and then do like use our key colors to write the numbers in the same font with this on top, like calligraphied on top, but that way it would leave the bigger space. I know, yay dishwasher. I'm hoping that it's something we can actually like pick up and install soon, and that it's not just a pick it out and I'll see you in 2 weeks kind of situation, because I'm definitely ready for it. But what do you guys think about that description? Like kind of just split the page into 6 with no like wasted space for like titles or anything, and then just have like the numbers maybe like 3 dots high, the number like 01, and then Jan written in calligraphy, and then maybe sprinkle like a few flowers or leaves or something. Yeah, good layout. Okay. Maybe I'll do that for like a few minutes. Could I? More space. Okay. So then I don't think I'll bother putting a title page on here then, and rather just leave it open so that by the end of the year, it's going to be just like a huge collage of memories with like pictures, doodles, whatever kind of stuff she wants to include. But yeah, that way it will leave her lots and lots of space for that. So I'm going to do a line at 6 and a line at 12. Actually, I wonder, I kind of want to make the lines extend like all the way, so that the whole page is just like covered in this kind of like grid pattern. Let's do that. And then I'll try to draw a line down the middle to make it like match with the grid layout. I feel like I should do these lines too. Just to fully commit to the giant grid look. And then I'm gonna have to get going, you guys, pretty soon. So I won't be able to pack any orders on live today. However, if you are interested in placing an order, I'll pack it on live probably tomorrow. I don't think I have any orders right now that need to be packed on live. Otherwise, I would have prioritized that. Did anyone place an order today that I have not yet packed for you? Let me see here. Orders, open, apply. Okay, no, it looks like I'm all caught up on my orders. Okay, so I won't be packing any orders on live today. However, if you are interested in placing an order, I can pack it up for you tomorrow. I feel like I may as well just start writing things. Maybe I should give you guys a flip through since I'm gonna have to go in a few minutes. Let me give you a flip through for those of you who are new or just haven't seen what we've been working on lately. This is Summer's bullet journal for 2025 to 2026. She ordered a 12-month journal, and we are putting on the finishing touches like today. So let me show you what we've got. We just made this today, this little title page for the year, which I am obsessed with this color palette. I would totally do this in my own bullet journal. For the future log, we did this. Then we have her year in pixels and her health tracker for her to fill in. We're working on the memories page that I might just finish on my own time tonight because it's literally just numbers and like the word for the month. August is this little garden tea party theme. We've got our calendar, trackers, and weekly spreads. I know, Anahi, I can't believe we're done either. September, wow, yeah, I'm just like holding this, like flipping through the whole thing. It feels so thick and like, yeah, I don't know. It always feels so cool when the journal is like totally done and all of the pages are full of color. We did a daisy theme for her for September. Lots of you guys have seen this journal like a million times now. I hope so, Alex. I think she will. October, we did this little globe and paper airplane theme for her. November is a retro Polaroid theme. Thank you, Linda. This is the weekly spread that we chose for November. Oh, I also need to put a charm on here for her. She asked for originally an S and a daisy, but I don't have any daisies. So I was thinking maybe by now that I would have a daisy charm for her, but I'm not sure. I'll just have to text her or message her and see what she wants. I have done a few Harry Potter themes, Alex. Yes, you too, Lauren. Have a good afternoon. A nap sounds nice. Here's December, the little gingerbread cookie theme. January, we did this pegboard sort of theme. Ooh, I don't think I have one in my TikToks. No, I have a picture on my Instagram, but it's like years old. Like you'd really have to dig. But I have been commissioned for, I want to say like 2 or 3 Harry Potter themes I've done. But my favorite one was I did like a big like lightning bolt scar as the title page and then used the Harry Potter font to write the month. And then inside the lightning bolt scar was a bunch of like little Gryffindor related doodles, like the golden snitch was in there and just like Gryffindor colored like scarves and a broom and potion bottles and stuff. That was fun. I have done a few Disney themes as well, Faye. Yep, here is February. The weeklies. Do a flip through on, yeah, I should do a flip through on here. March is this little plant theme. Aw, thanks, Lily. Yeah, I'm excited. I need to message Janelle this weekend so that we can start hers. But Janelle and I definitely have like the same vibe when it comes to like color palettes and themes and stuff like that. So I always love working on her journals. So I know we're going to have fun with the next one. And she also, because she has so many journals, like she's pretty chill about the themes. She gives, I think last time we got to choose every theme for her journal. The only like kind of limitation was she wanted something Disney related for December. But other than that, we got to choose everything together on TikTok, which was a lot of fun. It's nice having the guideline. It saves a bit of time just knowing like, okay, we need to do this theme and now we can choose like what direction to take it instead of choosing the whole theme from scratch. But I think we'll have fun choosing all the themes from scratch. Breakfast at Tiffany's weeklies. The smoothie theme. Yeah, I like that one too. I have that in the vote right now for what theme I should do. The vote on my Instagram, or poll on my Instagram, sorry, for what theme I should do in the pre-made bullet journal for June. And it's not winning right now. Oh, what was it? Oh no, the desserts option has 0 votes. I've never seen that before. Like one option just gets 0 votes. The smoothie I think was in second last. It's not doing very well. Right now shells is winning. So looks like we'll probably have a shells theme for June. But if you haven't voted in there yet, head over to my Instagram story and cast your vote because we're choosing what the theme is going to be for June in my pre-made bullet journals. And this is the last page that we just finished today with these little flower letters. Morgan, not really. I have an Etsy shop and social media. So all my stuff is linked in my bio, like my Etsy shop and whatnot. So you can find it all linked there, but that's kind of as close as I get. So Emma, yes, I miscounted. I thought I was going to be exactly at the end, but there are 3 pages left. So I might do like an extra bookshelf or something at the back. I'm not totally sure. We'll see. And someone asked, can I show the future, like the future log? This one here. This is her future log. Thanks, Helen. Let me pull you guys down from here. No problem. Thank you guys so much for joining. Well, my hair, that's how I get so many knots in my hair, because I just like tuck it over my shoulder repeatedly and make a mess. But thank you guys so much for joining for the live this afternoon. Do I do anything to the cover? No, Rita, but it is in the works. In the works. Elizabeth, oh my goodness, I haven't seen you on here in ages. How are you? Thank you, Quartz. Yeah, I'm hoping that we come away with a dishwasher. The color of our appliances is like really hard to match. They're Samsung appliances in like a really dark stainless steel, which other brands don't make the same color, but we don't really want to replace with Samsung because the appliance guy told us not to, because he ends up fixing quite a few Samsungs. So anyways, we're gonna go try to hunt down some appliances that kind of match. Alex, if you go to my Instagram, which if you click the link in my bio, it should take you to my Instagram, or you can just type in Rylee Autumn and I should pop up on Instagram. And then it's just in my stories. If you tap through my stories, you'll see a poll to vote for the June theme. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. Elizabeth, I'm doing well. I'm just signing off for today. But it's good to see you. Yeah, it is hard to find. GE is good, avoid KitchenAid. Okay. We were told by the appliance guy that LG was good. I don't know. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining. I am not sure if I'll be on tomorrow. I might take tomorrow as just like a content day with Summer's bullet journal. So I'll keep you guys posted on my Instagram stories when I plan to be live next. But thanks again. And if anyone is interested in placing an order, please use code LIVE50 and I will pack it up for you the next time we are on live together. I will, Nicole. Yes, I'm a little bit backed up. I have a few replays yet that I need to post to YouTube, but they will be on there eventually. They're uploaded to YouTube. They're just unlisted because I haven't had a chance to make the thumbnail photos and stuff. But this will be uploaded to YouTube eventually. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will hopefully see you soon and have a good rest of your